What is going on, Sneaker Life fam? It's your boy J-Jus. Hope each and every one of you guys is having a safe and blessed day, guys. So this shoe that I have with me is the most highly anticipated and sought after shoe that is definitely being talked about in the sneaker community right now. Plus, some are even calling this shoe sneaker of the year as well. As you guys can see, I do have, a normal Air Jordan 3 box, and nonetheless we do have that red Jumpman on the front. We do have a black lid, do have that Air Jordan on the side, and you do have your labeling on the other side, along with that bottom elephant print box as well. But nonetheless, opening up the lid, guys, nothing too crazy on the lid. We do have our receipt right here, retail, and we do have that trash bag elephant print paper. But when you get into the shoe, man, guys, and oh man, you could just tell by the expression on your boy's face, man, I have been waiting to review this shoe for the longest. But guys, we do have the Air Jordan 3 white cements, man, the most highly anticipated, sought after shoe for 2023, man. Like, to be honest, guys, I'm definitely glad to have these in the collection. Like, man, the leather on these is soft too, guys. Like, definitely. Like, now something that did have me at first was the toe box area. As you guys see, we have the tissue. It kind of had me thinking that this was going to consist of a kind of like a stiff leather, but then once I started to feel the upper, I'm like, man, but these are nice. Yeah, these are definitely nice in my opinion. Like, I'm definitely glad they decided to go with that soft leather, man. These is clean. But y'all already know how I'm about to do. I'm gonna put the left shoe down so we can get into talking about the right shoe. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, man, so now we have it, one more time, the Air Jordan 3 white cements. Man, these is clean. Alright, so going into the upper, guys, first off, let me give y'all some back history before I even jump into the shoe. So this was one of the first models ever designed by Tinker Hatfield after Peter Moore, who designed the Air Jordan 1 and the Air Jordan 2, decided to leave Nike for the 3-stripe brand. If you don't know, that is Adidas. But Tinker Hatfield coming in, he took over, and this is one of the first models that he did present to Jordan. And I'm gonna get into some key details later on in the video, but let's go ahead and break down the shoe. Consistent on the upper of the shoe, guys, you do have, as I mentioned, that soft plush leather, man, which is definitely soft, kind of like the same leather that they gave us last year on the Air Jordan 3 Fire Reds, man. But this is definitely a soft leather, guys, on this. Around the lacing area of the shoe, guys, you do have some net bubbles around the lacing area. You do have some aged eyelets on the lacing area as well, and on the lower lacing area you do have some fire red on the outlets, and on the uppers you do have some which consist of black. You know what I'm saying? Also, guys, we do have our standard white laces as well, with kind of that netting bubble material on the tongue, which is consistent of that, I want to say, yes, it is definitely consistent of a nubuck. Now, going to the top of the tongue, guys, you do have that white nubuck tongue, which is consistent of that red Jumpman. Definitely something dope in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Loving the scheme of the shoe. Now, going around the ankle collar of the shoe, you still have some netting bubbles around the ankle collar of the shoe as well, guys, which is definitely dope. And also that tumble leather does run throughout the mud guard of the shoe as well, guys, definitely. on the toe cap area of the shoe, which is also hinted on the heel of the shoe, we do have that elephant print. Now note that I've seen so many different iterations of elephant print. I've seen lighter elephant print, I've seen darker elephant print, you know, I've seen embossed elephant print. Is it embossed or debossed? Debossed, don't quote me on that. Elephant print. So many different iterations of elephant print on the shoe, but these do kind of have, you know, kind of like that perfect, you know, elephant print on here. And it does run from, as I mentioned, the toe cap to the heel area, and it kind of feels like a suede-ish material, you know, in my opinion, but it's definitely dope. Now going into the heel, guys, we do have that famous Nike Air on there with, you know, that aged look on the heel as well, man. Definitely trying to give it, you know, a feel to the 1988 classics, man, in my opinion, which is definitely dope. Yeah. Now you do have black, which goes from one end of the midsole to the other end, and finishing out the rest of the midsole, we do have that aged look on the midsole. So you do have some hints of, you know, that aged look on the shoe as well, guys, which is definitely dope, you know what I'm saying? And it does run throughout the rest of the midsole as well, you know. And on the lower toe cap area, we do have just a premium white rubber as well, guys, you know, nothing too crazy. But going into the insole, you guys can see on the back of the tongue, we do have our manufacturing date, and you do have that fire red cushioning, which definitely goes into the insole as well. Now on the insole, you do have that black Nike Air with your sizing tag, which is for me a size 6, you know what I'm saying? So nothing too crazy. And something that I did like that they did do dope about this pair, if you have it, guys, this cushioning on the sock liner is definitely consistent of a cream colorway, similar to what is on the midsole and the heel of the shoe, you know. So that's something definitely dope that, you know, we can expect. But nonetheless, you know, man, just glad to have these in hand, yeah, man, just glad. But nonetheless, moving on to the outsole. So on the outsole, guys, you do have a rubberized outsole with hints of gray, you do have hints of fire red, you do have that Jordan, and you do have some aged vintage looks on the outsole as well. So nonetheless, you know, Jordan brand definitely tried to hit us with, you know, some of that aged look on the shoe, you know, kind of giving it that feel of the 1988, you know. But nonetheless, I definitely do rock with these. Now this is one of the first shoes, and this is a major part on the shoe, you know. This was one of the first shoes to actually feature this clear visible air bubble as we see on the midsole, and it definitely, you know, also was one of the first shoes to actually feature that Nike Air on the back, replacing it with the Air Jordan Wings logo, you know, with retros before time. Now we actually see that Nike Air on a bunch of different silhouettes, like the Air Jordan 6, the Air Jordan 5, you know, things of that nature. So definitely this silhouette is definitely, you know, a major factor in the sneaker community, man, in my opinion. But nonetheless, I definitely do rock with the colorway, man. Now, you know, comparing it to the 2013 version, with the 2013 version, we actually see Nike Air on the back as well. Now that was actually paying 25 years homage to the 1988 at that time, and I want to say you definitely had a more darker elephant print on that pair, you know. But nonetheless, you know, I won't complain about the age look on this shoe, just for the simple fact that, you know, it is definitely giving you a feel to the original version. But nonetheless, you know, I do like for my shoes to age on their own. So, you know, the next release I hope that Jordan brand comes out with, might want to, you know, slow down with the age look, but nonetheless, I definitely do like it. Also, man, You can compare these to the 2018 version. I believe the 2013 version was the 88 Dunk. I believe it was the Dunk. I can't remember the name, but you know, those was the 88 Dunks. Definitely comparing it to the original version when Michael Jordan took flight from the free throw line in the 1988 NBA All-Star game with that famous dunk, which is where it's got its famous name from. Then we move on to the 2018 pair, you know, which is the free throw lines, which actually features that clear outsole with that red line on it, and it also does feature that Nike Air on the back, and the elephant print was also darker on those, you know. But I want to say the 2018 version was a bit more comparable to the 2023 version in my opinion, just because of the way it was so embossed on the back heel of the shoe. But nonetheless, I definitely do rock with these in my opinion. And man, you know, I'm just glad to actually have a pair of Air Jordan 3 white cements in the collection. And I will be dropping a video comparing these to the Air Jordan 3 Fire Reds, which is most likely going to be my next video, so make sure to stay tuned for that, man. Also, these did retail at $210. You know, seeing how the 2013 88 Dunk Contest version actually retail for $200. So, you know, nothing, you know, too crazy for a $10 price tag, seeing how the chaos that this shoe has caused. But nonetheless, I'm definitely rocking with these. And man, nonetheless, you know, I'm definitely glad to have these in the collection. Let your boy know if you took a dub or if you took a L on these. Was these a hit or miss, man? And with that being said, like I always say, you got your boy J-Jus, you got the channel, you got my thoughts and opinions and my review on the Air Jordan 3 white cements. Man, what do you guys think? Could this be sneaker of the year, man? I know for me, whew, man, I mean, there's a lot more of the releases still to release, but man, I definitely can agree with most for this being sneaker of the year, man. But let your boy know what you think about these down in the comment section below. And also don't forget, man, to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Make sure to turn the post notifications on. As I mentioned, I do got a banger coming. And if you like this video, man, make sure to leave a like. And like I always say, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Reach for the stars, sky's the limit. And we out.